That was my birthday present.
That's your fault.
That's an $800 bottle of bourbon.
But it's okay. He's got a welt on his head for it.
Yeah,
Sean threw the box at me.
Sean just showed his super unathleticism.
Ridiculous. Zero athleticism.
He threw a box of bourbon, or a box that had a bottle of bourbon in it.
Do you want to know what that reminded me of?
Right at Chuck's face.
That reminded me of...
And it hit the guest
that reminded
in the head.
That reminded me of Barack Obama throwing the opening pitch.
Oh, did he miss?
No, not just Barack Obama.
It was so bad. You don't remember
Dr.
that?
Fauci pitch.
Oh, I haven't
Fauci
seen that
was
one.
bad too.
Did Trump pitch?
Oh, that one looked good.
No, I don't think he did.
Trump just drove the limo around the Daytona
Trump
500.
You know what?
Just wasn't during his
Mr. Producer,
presidency.
let's open with that. Show me a video of Barack Obama throwing out the opening pitch.
Now,
And then we'll compare it to...
Donald Trump did pitch, but I don't believe it was with his presidency. I think it was just being Donald Trump.
Well, whatever
he
clip,
still did it.
Yeah, whatever clip we have of people throwing pitches.
Oh, he did it.
Do you remember when they
came out there
showed
with the jacket.
George W.
The best pitch
and
was
then
George
Barack
W.
Obama, yeah. They showed the two of them back to back, and it was just like so pathetic.
Because he pitched for Yale.
Oh, did Bush did?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, we gotta see a video of
W.
this. It's so bad.
No, it's not
Go
Fauci
back.
bad.
Go
It's
back.
bad,
They
but it's
had
not
the
Fauci
actual
bad.
video.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah,
so
here
you
we
got Barack Obama, and throws
He's
out the
got
first
a
pitch at the Nationals home opener.
He's got a Sox ball cap and a national shirt.
Yeah, because he's from Chicago.
You don't cross pollinate
No, you don't.
sports teams. Oh, is that booze?
No, it sounds like booze to me. That sounds like booze to me.
Oh, I'm hearing booze.
Man, that is very exciting.
And he's supposed to be some like he plays like basketball all the time. After seeing this video, I was like, no, he doesn't.
And he's a southpaw.
They're booing the shit out of him.
Well, I think they booed him because you put the
Oh,
Sox
he's
cap
laughing
on.
like Hamilton Harris.
Yeah, why would he do that? He's at the National Stadium.
He's a lefty. That explains everything.
Oh my God, he almost hit the mascot.
You think he would have practiced this? Right?
No, okay.
I would have.
To be fair.
I was hoping that would.
To be fair.
It was okay.
Oh, there's Ronald Reagan.
Producer's like, boo.
That was Ronald Reagan.
It was not Fauci bad.
Let's watch Reagan.
Reagan probably kicked ass. He probably
There
did.
he is with
Reagan's
a
very
jacket
classy.
on.
Look at him
Hey,
wearing the...
everybody.
Ronald Reagan, the President of the United
Harry
States.
Carey.
President of the United States.
One
Hey,
jacket.
if the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it?
In a moment, he'll be introduced to the crowd.
Direct your attention to the Cubs dugout area.
Hey, try
The
a
Cubs are
Budweiser.
honored to have a special guest here today. Please welcome the President of the United States throwing out the ceremonial first pitch.
I don't hear any booze.
A great hand for the President of the
Brian
United
Sandberg.
States.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any
He's
booze.
Settles under the fly ball.
All right, so
Presidencies.
after this, I want to watch two more, and
John
it's
Madigan,
I definitely want to watch Donald Trump throw
Mary Ellen
and
Cobb,
George
the ball
Bush.
girl.
Yeah. Well, you got to throw in Fauci.
Not necessarily. Are we going to watch Fauci as well?
Does he ever
If
let
it's
go?
as bad
How
as
does
you're
he
saying
do
it is, I say we do.
What a moment
Oh, he's
this
got a
is in
cute
the
girl on
history
his
of
arm.
Wrigley Field.
Check that
How
out.
about a moment for Mary
How you doing, Mr. President?
Ellen Cobb as she walks
Sorry about
the
that sweater.
president out.
You can fast forward this a little bit.
Now let's watch his pitch.
See, the catcher came out.
Damon Berrio.
Well, he's 83 years old there.
Well, he's
How
not that
about the
old,
thrill
but
for that 24-year-old rookie catcher? Little
All
did
right.
he dream.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Who else did you want to see?
We got Fauci, Bush, and Trump.
Yeah. You got to get Fauci out the way.
I can't believe they invited Fauci out there.
yeah.
So
It is
ridiculous.
brilliant.
That just tells you right there how.
Have you not seen it?
They
Was he in a
no,
mask?
They were. I
No.
bet
Oh my
they were.
God,
They were
okay.
selling Fauci
Okay.
dolls.
Oh, he
and-
is in a mask.
He's
Of
in a
course
mask.
he's in a
Of
mask.
course he's in a mask.
Fool.
God,
Okay.
you remind me of
That's like
Brandon
a-
when you said
At the
that. That was
Nationals
great.
game.
Oh,
And look at
my
he hit the
God.
cameraman.
All right, do it again. Do it again.
He threw it into the dugout.
Let's go
He's
back
like,
a little bit farther.
What an idiot.
Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci steps up to the plate.
He did not play sports as a kid.
He was not even in the
Give him-
vicinity of the
God.
plate.
Give him the heater.
Clearly, his penis was stuck to his leg.
Anthony Fauci.
I think it was,
Anthony Fauci sucks at baseball.
maybe it was because of the mask. He couldn't get the oxygen to his muscles.
All right, go with George W.
I
and
think
then
that's
we'll finish
exactly
this.
what it
Oh,
was.
W
Now
2001.
we got Trump, and then we'll
Oh yeah,
finish
we
it.
got Trump too. All right. For
I
some
don't
reason,
know.
this
I've
is
never seen- I don't
this
think
is
I've
just
ever
a
seen
vid- this
Trump
is just
throw
a
a
sign
pitch.
of manhood. If you can throw it like like a real man does.
Well, it's just it. You know, I think it's important because it.
Used in that game.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Please welcome back Senators pitcher
okay.
Joe Gerzenda.
Okay, I don't know if this is the right one because it was the 2001. I think it was the Yankees because it was a World Series.
For
Yeah.
tonight's
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's good. It was
ceremonial
badass.
first pitch.
This is right after 9/11.
Please
Nine-
welcome
After 9/11.
Yeah, exactly.
And he zipped
of the
a
United
fastball
States.
that would have baffled most hitters.
Yeah, he's got the fire department of New York City's jacket on.
FDNY, yep.
And what could
It's popular back then too.
They made a pitcher's rubber for the president, and he's like, nope.
that's a strike, bro.
It even had a curve in it. I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw that, but
Well, he used to be part owner of the Rangers.
Yeah,
Texas
that was
Rangers.
the
he
man.
absolutely did, didn't he?
I think
Yeah.
that was the manliest one right there for sure.
Oh yeah, he just walked up like, done, got this. What's next?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
bring it
Let's
on.
go.
I think he was probably told, get up there and come back.
Oh, perfect strike.
It is.
All right, we're gonna do Donald Trump, and we're gonna take this dudes like us into the show where we're gonna start talking about. We're gonna continue to talk about some little bit about politics. The Texas.
I don't think there is a Donald Trump.
I don't
opening
think
pitch.
he ever did.
No, there is one.
Opening pitch.
We got to
Donald
get
Trump?
past the Kid Rock stuff
Yeah.
and
And
the
the-
Jared Kushner stuff.
the
and
It
Elon
was an
Musk
older
stuff.
one.
No,
Donald,
maybe not.
Donald Trump pitched baseball.
Well, opening pitch.
That
Yeah,
should have
well,
done it.
Well, I don't know. I know he's done one
There we go. Try
because
that
I've
one.
seen it.
All right, let's see here.
Maybe Google deleted it.
All right, well, they're just
They
trying to keep the
did,
white man
'cause it was-
down.
Yeah, I think
Because
they're
it was
suppressing
better.
it.
Trying to keep the white man down.
Where's Joe Biden throwing a
I think
a
the
pitch?
algorithm suppressed it.
Oh, there's no
Probably.
way Biden could do this.
He'd fall over it. Oh, there you. Hold on. He's got a ball in his hand
Scroll
right
down
there.
a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, he's playing catch.
Wait, he says it won't be able to throw the first pitch.
No, because he's wearing like
there.
a Dodgers. He's wearing a jacket and everything. It was an older one. This was like from like the 90s,
Okay. Well,
and he wings it too, man. He was like goes in there and just like shunk right in there, suck it
I wonder if they deleted
right
it.
there, left. All right, you know what? We really don't have
It's
to see it. I
okay,
mean,
yeah.
hey, some of these.
It's got a paywall because Jeff Bezos needs more money.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Fuck it. You know
Washington
whatever. But the
compost.
bottom line is that he does throw it, and that's just an example of Google and these other big tech companies just trying to downplay the folks that actually make a difference.
Right.
And it just we were talking about speaking of YouTube and what they do. We've got Marco Rubio, for example. He was earlier this month. He was questioning in Congress whether in Ethiopia, in Ukraine, they had biotech labs there. So he was questioning
The Iranians.
Victoria Nuland. Victoria Nuland. She is I don't recall her actual or title. Maybe it does,
gotta be
but
some
I can't read it.
Secretary of
NEU.
Bio. Let me see.
Yeah, something like that.
NEU,
But anyways,
LND.
she says
State employee.
what she does say.
Undersecretary
Yeah.
of State for Political Affairs.
So, anyways, during this Congress meeting,
That's a made-up group.
they
by the way.
it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, and Marco Rubio's drilling her and is asking her questions. And much to his surprise, she answers the question positive. She's like, "Yeah, we have biotech labs in Ukraine right now. In fact, not only do we have biotech labs there, we are nervous,
Worried about him.
and anxious
That they're gonna
that the
fall in the wrong
Russians are gonna get them,
She
and we
says
are
that.
currently we are
Wow.
currently working with the Ukrainians to secure all 30 labs."
You
And
apparently didn't get the memo that you're supposed to lie about everything when you're
so
in the
she
government.
spills the beans on everything,
Well,
and then
If you think that Marco Rubio wasn't given that question ahead of time, then maybe think again. But he knew what to ask, and she knew what to answer.
Correct.
and she,
Apparently.
well,
Is she dead now?
No.
Did the Clintons kill her?
Not
She
quite.
woke up
Yeah.
in the trunk of somebody's car in the bottom of a
She
lake.
choked on a grape.
She's a test subject to those biolab.
Right.
So, anyways, on what big tech has done is they are suppressing that information, and people are complaining. Well, hey, I want to see that Congress session. All right, well, those Congress sessions are widely available on YouTube. Just Google it, and sure enough, it pops up during that little 12-minute stretch where she's on the stand. Is completely gone. So the Congress starts the opening. And when she gets up on the stands, there's a picture of the White House, and there's 12 minutes of blank of a picture of a White House. No audio,
They went to
nothing.
bar screen. They
Pretty
went
much.
Not even the bar screen. It was just a picture of the White House.
The waving
still
flag.
picture.
It could have been Joe Biden with the bird shitting on him. You know.
No, we all saw that though. Like the cat's out of the bag. Okay. Like.
Well, I mean, but
I
that's
wonder
just
I wonder if it's out there anywhere else.
But not
I mean,
for the average American.
You
right?
can't Google it.
You
but
can find it on. They found there was Russian. There was a Russian
I was
site
going to say
that had
Rumble.
it.
Rumble probably has it. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Rumble has it.
Well, there was a Russian site. It wasn't a United States site that you can find it on. So they scrubbed it clean.
Not RT.
You know, they're trying to keep it away. Well, the bottom, God, it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, it's disgusting. They're just trying to keep the people ignorant.
And it's become so normalized now. People don't even react to it anymore.
Well, because most people
okay.
don't even realize it.
So
Right.
the story is, we had biolabs in the States, and people were like, NIMBY, not my backyard. And so we said, where can we move them to do these testings on
Whatever.
whatever.
Bats.
Beagles.
Ukraine,
venom.
Ukraine being the state that they are, raised their hand and said, us. And so we now fund biolabs in Ukraine because we didn't want them in Las Cruces, New Mexico, or, whatever,
Wherever,
Nevada,
yeah.
right?
Las Cruces.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have control over them there, though. Russia's not going to
liability there.
invade Arizona.
Yes.
Well, we didn't really think Russia was going to invade.
Yeah,
Ukraine
but there's a
either.
higher possibility to that happening than anything happening here in the States.
I think that this is something that just manifested and got out of control, and
Yeah.
they were kind of like, "Would
I
you
don't
like
think they
another
had
one?
It-
Would you
any
like another
I mean,
one?"
it ties right into Wuhan in that we're outsourcing things that are dangerous, but we want to look into.
That
And
shouldn't
then we
be-
go,
that shouldn't be
and then
outsourced.
all of a sudden, shit's
Well,
get out of control, and then all of a sudden
But
we have a
it's
pandemic.
it's easier to outsource it and not have the liability of something to go wrong in the lab. I mean,
I mean, do you want it in
there's so much going
Galveston?
on.
You want it in North Carolina, or do you want
No.
it in freaking Kyiv?
yeah, I'd rather have it in Kiev.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Kyiv is
it's just like what's the difference between that and a nuclear plant? I think
Yeah.
we're all for nuclear power,
Yeah.
right? It's
And
cleanest.
then everybody goes NIMBY, you know?
That's because you only have one. I mean, nuclear plant is like, all right, well, if there's a nuclear fallout, then
Well, no, you'd
That's
have
one
to have
thing.
not one nuclear plant that's going to do the whole country.
Right.
You'd have one nuclear plant that's going to do southern Texas.
they
you-
should
then
have
you
more
have-
nuclear plants
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
I
United
agree.
States. I think it's absolutely criminal that they're not.
But it's
And I
just
think
as
they ought to
scary
be
if
on
that melts
fault lines.
down.
On
If that-
fault lines,
Yeah, yeah, right. I mean, if that melts down, that's a catastrophe. We've seen two of them, right? We've
Yeah.
seen.
3 Mile Island,
Well, that was three. Okay, 3
And
Mile, which is
Chernobyl.
not
Uh,
Chernobyl,
Fukushima,
and Fukushima.
and
and Chernobyl,
Fukushima.
okay?
What the Fukushima is going on over there? I cannot
Again,
believe.
With all those three were old gen
So bad.
nuclear plants.
Right.
4th gen nuclear plants actually use their waste as energy. So
All right,
there-
this is it's Wednesday. This is the second half of the show. This is Dudes Like Us. I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I'm Jeff
and I'm guest host Chuck.
Chuck.
Chuckster.
Chuckster. God bless. Chuck spilled the fucking glass of the Four Roses, my
Like,
birthday
two
present.
of the roses. were
Not a
spilled,
good
not all
start.
4.
It was a good gallon.
And you know what? Paul is like significantly quiet over here. What the
Yes.
hell's
He kind
going
of
on?
is a little quiet.
Well, when it spilled,
No, just
I
in
was
general.
stunned.
Just now.
I was verklept.
You're not the foil.
Now
right
here's
now.
what they do.
I'm not the-
Here's what's going on.
I
Paul-
blame Putin.
Paul has a procedure tomorrow. You can blame Putin. Paul has a procedure tomorrow. They're going to insert something in his ass.
I don't think. No, it's not an ass.
Oh, your knee. That's right. You
He's
got-
having a
There's some
he's
knee
having a
issues.
bris.
So they said you can
Bris.
A
you can
what? A
sample
bris.
some drinks, but you can't really drink. So Paul is light on the alcohol
I'm just
tonight.
I'm going low key on the alcohol, but I'm not loquacious.
You're you're taking it all in, and you're
Yeah, how about that?
you're figuring out, God, this
Yeah,
podcast
suck it.
really isn't really all that.
My
you're-
what?
Gee, when you're sober, this podcast really just isn't all that.
Really, I'm way more obnoxious when I'm buzzing, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, I can fake it. If you want me to be, I
What
can
about
fake
a
it.
nickel?
Just teasing
Yeah,
you.
step it up, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
know.
the hell?
All right, I'll try.
Chuck's picking up your slack good, slopping
Exactly.
Yeah, but
booze
yeah,
all over
you're-
the place.
At your rate, you're going to be definitely way more obnoxious than I am.
Well, I'm on my way.
Well, Chuck
Cross
had
your
a,
fingers.
look. Chuck had a difficult night tonight. I don't want to rehash the whole HOA shit there. I mean, we're going to talk about more politics on this, but Chuck had to go to an annual meeting tonight, and he's leaning on his vice president, me, and to be there. But I'm a lame duck. I don't give a
Yes.
fuck.
No.
Like I said, I'm like Ricky. I'm like Ricky
bailed.
Gervais. I said, I don't care. They're not going to ask me back. This is the last
Yeah.
time I'm going to be here.
Right.
I'm not coming back.
So you're throwing Baby Yoda slams out there, huh?
Ah, well, Chuck handled it. You know, whatever. He took the beratement for 30 minutes, and or an hour, or however long it was. God, what a
And you
douche.
survived a very tense meeting with very tense votes and people
Little over an hour
complaining.
meeting with my neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you survived a tense vote,
and it
and you
was-
were reelected.
But it was
Congratulations.
congratulations, Joe. But it was one gentleman,
Yes.
gentleman out of the whole group that was really angry, right?
Yes, he was angry neighbor and shouting
Was
at
there-
the clouds in the sky.
Was there anybody else that was disgruntled?
Everybody had their problems. Hey, I
want the pool to
like,
open.
No, yeah, I want the pool. I want tile in the pool.
Yeah, but was
bathroom,
this one
or-
guy like
or-
amping up the crowd?
Oh.
Was he getting everybody kind of riled up?
Did
Yeah,
he have a bullhorn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had
a
signs.
blue and white one.
He had signs.
Someone's
going.
walking. He comes behind him.
He's cheering.
Yeah,
Yes.
Danny
he
Crane.
was blocking the street.
Danny Crane.
Keep
Yeah.
moving, people. Keep
Danny
moving,
Crane.
people.
So,
Was he in blackface?
Wow. Where'd that come from?
What the fuck,
Well,
man?
he's just adding a little
What
more
kind of neighborhood you think
controversy
we
to
live
this.
in?
Dramatic.
Like it
Well,
was already tense.
He is from California.
Yeah, you didn't have to add more stuff to that.
Chill out there, Jimmy
Wow.
Kimmel.
and even if he did, he's from
Damn.
California and a liberal, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
he'll
right
get
for
away
him.
with it.
Yeah.
Who was
Get
the
away with
governor
it.
that did that? Northam or
That was
North?
Northam in Virginia.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did that.
Well,
he got away with
was
it.
he the black? Was he the black-faced, or was he the guy in the KKK uniform?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know.
Which
They
one's
never-
better?
We don't know.
Yeah, how do you as a publicist?
I would say the blackface is
as a
better
PR
than the
team,
KKK.
how do you spin that
And
one?
and the plausible deniability. I don't know which one I was. Well, you're one
You're
or the
one
other.
of them.
How about just being completely honest and saying
what-
I was so shit faced I had no idea which one I was.
I would have said, hey, look, I was the guy in the KKK outfit, but honestly, I thought I was wearing the what is the
They
the
told me I was a chef.
they told me I was the Marshmallow Man.
Right.
I was the Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Marshmallow
Right.
Man.
And I was so shit faced I
With,
didn't know
I
any
had no
better.
idea.
with a coned head.
Yeah,
Photo was before 1992 or whenever.
before Ghostbusters came out.
Yeah.
Ah,
By the
Mr.
way,
Stay
I've
Puft.
got a bone to pick on the last episode I heard,
Uh-oh.
which was theme songs from 80s and 90s
Oh,
TV
yeah.
shows, right?
Yep.
You didn't bring up Magnum PI till the very, very end, and there's no mention of Miami Vice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
mentioned
did.
Miami
Man.
Vice.
We need to do it again
And no,
because
and
we
no,
missed
and
a
no
lot.
Dukes of Hazzard.
We
no
missed a
Dukes of
lot.
Hazzard.
We did.
Yeah,
we
we
I'm
did.
probably-
screaming at the. I'm old man.
We talked about
screaming
Daisy
at the,
Dukes.
No, we need to do
Yeah.
a part 2 of that because we did miss a lot.
Well, keep in mind, we used ad lib. It's not like we prepped for that, right? So we were just thinking of whatever came to our minds, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm
Right.
like,
It's like, you stupid sons of bitches. Why don't you get your shit together? Do
Right.
a little
like
homework.
say Magnum PI.
There we go.
Say Magnum PI.
I feel like I'm at an
and
HOA
it came
meeting.
at the very end. Oh, by the way, and Magnum PI.
Easy there, Jesse. Chill.
Okay, hey,
Cooter.
Uncle Jesse. Call me Uncle Jesse.
Oh, I think that's great. I think we need to start including that into our podcast.
Uncle Jesse.
Just, you know what? Because we know what it is, and if he ever hears this podcast, he'll know what it is. Do you think
He's
he'll
dead.
sue us?
He's dead. Uncle
No,
Jesse.
talking about the guy that was disruptive at the HOA meeting.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, really? Nobody could pick up on that?
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Wow.
All right.
We're not using last names.
We'll do
I
we'll do a
sidetracked
part
us.
2
Where
of
were
theme
we?
songs.
We were
We're-
on Californian people for $1 hanging out HOAs.
In
meetings.
blackface.
In
And
blackface.
blackface. yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
blackface took us in a
Northern,
whole
yes.
new direction there. Jeff, thanks a lot.
All right, so we were talking about Ukraine. We're talking
You're
about we were talking about the biotech labs. We're talking
Yeah.
about the Victoria Newland that was that Marco
Admitted
Rubio.
that we had
yeah, and
biolabs.
then the big tech had totally blanked that out on their format and their platform, which is bullshit. And it's not with it's a trend, and you're like, all right, well, we expect that.
Right.
So, but I mean, that doesn't make it right. And I think the fact that Elon Musk is taking part with Twitter, and I think he's going to have some influence and starting to not necessarily give more to the Republicans, but at least I'm going to use the Fox to make it at least a little bit more fair and balanced.
I'm just hoping he kind of riles up the world to be a little more, to find the censorship a little more offensive.
Yeah,
and it sounds like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, he's already increased the stock by what, 10%? It went up from
20-something percent.
20%. That's incredible. That should say something.
He just made himself like $5 billion overnight
right.
just by
owning
stock.
Dump it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he could.
Yeah.
But like, as someone who's been just in an HOA meeting in the last 3 hours, like, say what you're going to say. I'm not going to tell you not going to say what you're going to say, but I
you don't want to be.
I may have an open and honest debate with you, but like, say what you're going to say.
Right.
You know, what's on your mind? Tell me.
And
And that's what Twitter ought to be: is say what's on your mind.
You don't want to be censored after you say it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
especially if you're
going to
if you're
suppress
spot on.
this and promote that. No,
So
that's
you know
that's
the
BS.
DWAC with Donald Trump. You know, I mean, this is high hopes I'm hoping for.
Where's that at?
Is that not
Where's that
necessarily? I don't even know where the stock is right now, but the hope is that platform will eventually develop and we'll have something to
49.
battle. 49. We'll have something to battle with Facebook with.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be more Twitterish than
It
Facebook.
is Twitterish.
I think.
Yeah, so
It's-
it's a month and
from
a
what I
half
understand.
behind launch at this
Yeah.
point, right? It
Yeah.
was supposed to be end of
Correct.
February.
But that's all
Correct.
right.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw in the towel. I've got a lot invested. You've already sold out.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to. Yeah,
But I've got right now. I'm 50% down.
right.
You know, at 49, I think I bought
There's
it at
no
90
benefit
something.
for you to
Dump it at this
unless
Yeah.
you know it's going to go to zero. Then you dump it now, but who
Yeah.
knows, right?
But at this
I think
point,
when it does turn on, it's going to go nowhere but up.
yeah, it will turn on. And you know what? This is what they call investments. You know, sometimes you lose. And I'm at a point now where I'm dug in. I'm dug in. If it
Yeah.
goes down to 10, I'm still not selling.
So I haven't because I've signed up. And the one thing I'm disappointed with, and I didn't know this, and I think we mentioned it last time, is there's no Android app yet. I didn't
Right,
realize that.
it's
I know
strictly Apple. Yeah.
I mentioned it last time.
On what? The DWAC?
Yeah.
Truth, yeah,
Truth.
Truth.
Truth
There's no
Social.
Android app yet,
Interesting.
so you can't sign up for it yet. So I'm number 401,000.
Yeah. I've been 250,000 for like a month and a half. Don't expect that number to change.
Yeah, there's a refresh here. It does
No,
nothing.
don't. Yeah, it'll just vibrate your phone, and you go, oh, same number.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're working people in as they like launch servers, but I have yet to see any progress at all.
Well, what I
and,
heard-
and the top two people of Truth Social quit.
Yeah,
And,
Yeah,
and
well, that's why-
that
that's
was
why
a
the stock-
that was a bad look for the stock.
Oh, that's why the stock
yes.
crumbled, right? It went down
Well, they
from
also
70 to
They also
45.
said that Donald Trump has not posted anything yet on it.
Well, I didn't think it was up. What are you saying?
No, it's up.
There
It's
are some
up.
people
it's
that-
up for about 250,000 people, right? The Dan Bonginos of the world, the people that were beta testing it, the people that got in first, right? It's up for a
Right.
a portion of the
I
people
just-
So
that signed up for it.
they have
But
a
for the
server
rest of
farm
us-
dedicated to it, but
Oh.
there's no shared server farm that's intercontinental.
Yeah.
It's just like some sort of
Probably
localized
like a
server
beta
farm.
Here's the
test or
thing:
something.
is AWS is not going to host them. You know,
Can't.
they're not going to
No.
stand up servers for them. They're not going to do that. They got to stand up their own servers.
Correct.
Well, they're
because
probably using another hosting company. but yeah.
Well, you know,
Where?
And well, who knows, right?
Where-
That's the whole thing. Is that you
Ukraine.
you've got people like you, Elon Musk, that he can harvest these or he can get these server farms up and running.
Well,
Sure.
not
Yeah,
only
I
that,
don't
but
understand
Twitter's
why they
already
don't
got
do
the
it.
infrastructure. You know,
Yeah, but fuck Twitter. And you know what?
Well,
Well,
that's
you
what
know
he-
what?
that's what he's
Maybe
going
that's what
at,
he's
though.
trying to do. Maybe he's
Exactly.
trying to fuck Twitter.
exactly.
Well, he can't make them do that, but yeah.
We'll see.
He's on the board. He can do whatever he wants.
He's not
Well,
on
he's
the
not
board.
on the board.
So, that's what
That's
I mean.
even
He's not
better.
on the board.
Yeah, but still.
He's got a majority. I mean, he's got more shares than anybody else.
I mean, he has influence to push the board in a certain direction if they ask him, and they probably will, since he's the largest shareholder. But he doesn't vote on anything. He doesn't control anything
Well,
other than influence board decision.
Well, I also heard, I think I said this last time, is the largest shareholder last year, which had 4%, is the one who forced the
Jack
creator of Twitter to quit or to resign.
Oh, Parag.
right.
Oh.
So I mean,
So
Parag
he only had
Nawal or whatever his name
The
is?
Dorsey.
Dorsey, yeah,
No,
Jack
Dorsey quit, but Parag.
Well, he was forced out.
Parag's a new guy.
Well, he forced out, and Parag took over
Yeah.
because the guy who had the majority, not the majority, but the highest, which was 4%,
Yeah.
forced him out. And because he owned the highest share. Now,
and I think
Elon
Dorsey was
owns
looking for a way
more than
out.
twice
so-
that.
twice that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
he
think
has
Dorsey
power.
was on the way out, looking for a way out. He wanted to focus on Square, but, Parag pushed him out. So,
Anyway,
Dorsey
So
was
we'll
a
see.
tool, anyways. You know.
yeah, he was a
I was
liar.
very non-impressed with him. I know he must be smart and brilliant because he came up with these things, but
But really, I mean, is he?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, every time I see an interview with him, he was
seems to
very
be
unimpressed.
very unstimulated.
Very unimpressed with
I
him.
didn't like his facial hair.
It was very shitty,
Yeah, it's like a
like pubes.
well, it was kind of like a Georgia Outback.
Jeff was like
He was like a deliverance,
It was like
deliverance
pubes.
beard.
pubes.
It's like he got finished with his yoga morning session and just used way too much oil during the
Oil.
whatever
Yeah.
during the meetings he was having. Remember, they were blaming him for something.
He had a very Leonidas beard.
He did. But
Yeah, it
what was
just-
the latest? But before he was pushed out, what was the big attraction they had with Twitter?
Edit button?
Was it the
No.
edit? No, there was no dump.
No, that's what Elon wants.
What?
nudes?
He put a poll out there that said, "How many of you think that Twitter should have an edit button?"
So you can go back and edit all your old tweets.
Yes.
Correct. And then he,
with record of the
and he
original tweet, but then the post. What you don't want
Yeah,
to do is
'cause
have
you
to
don't wanna
delete the
accidentally do
old
something.
tweet and then put up a new tweet, and you don't have the same likes and conversation that's
Right.
happening, right?
over
So
90% of the people said they want edit to come back, and then he pulled the poll off. He deleted the poll.
No,
so-
he knows. He knows.
yeah, he was just sticking with Twitter.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, they know. They
the
know.
power of
they know the
suggestion.
He's
issue.
trolling them.
And what
Expertly.
I find amusing is I read these articles about the Twitter workers who are just they have to take the day off to
Relax.
relax and recover
and
from that. Elon Musk is now the largest shareholder.
Oh, they're creating safe spaces.
Yeah,
for
they're,
them.
they're just
Those
like,
snowflakes.
Yes.
Aw.
Yeah, and
Poor
they can't
guys.
handle it, so they need to get away and
That's tough. You got to feel for those
have
guys.
a mocha latte.
I mean, I know the people in Ukraine are really struggling, but really the Twitter employees,
Right. And I
Yeah.
did read another article that there's another company out there, Substack.
Yeah.
And either the CEO or the head of HR posted, I think on Twitter, that I'm paraphrasing here, all the people that are quitting Twitter do not apply here.
oh, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And it was a woman.
Who,
wasn't it?
who
Yeah,
said
it's a
that?
woman.
Yeah.
Either the
Substack.
CEO or somebody
CEO.
high up at
Yeah.
Substack posted, all you Twitter people that are quitting because Elon Musk is now whatever, do not apply here. Basically, we don't want your weakness
Right.
at
That-
Substack.
But did they really have a
love
day
that.
off? They were like they
Yes, they took the
proposed-
day off. I need to take the day off to compose myself or whatever, recover or
God.
whatever it is, process this.
Oh man, they went into a room full of
They
freaking
went to
just
their safe space.
It was like those.
pillows and
Well, you've seen
soft
the
music
footage
and
of the Socialist Party conference,
rainbows
haven't you?
and roses and whiskers on.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
Where
The
it's so
Socialist Party
bad.
conference.
The Socialist
Oh, yes,
Party
I think I have,
conference.
Yeah.
And they have rooms
Bright
in this
copper
hotel
candles and
that
warm
is
woolen mittens.
no sound, but it's only the TV because people
These are
can't handle
few of my
the
favorite
sound.
things.
So and they can't clap. They have to they go like this. So
They
they
do
snap.
they do jazz hands or something.
And people are
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm so and so. He she. And I want to declare my
my
whatever.
God.
I have blonde hair and
Oh, it
blue
is so bad.
eyes,
It's
I
so
know.
dark
bad.
glasses.
It was so
And
pathetic.
I'm watching these, and there's like 100 of these snippets. I'm like, how do they get anything done?
It's like the Democratic Party platform meeting.
yes.
when the dog bites. When
Well,
the
then you showed that.
bee
Then you showed that
stings.
guy freaking out at some sort of meeting.
Oh, I found out that those were fake.
They are fake.
They are fake. Yes.
So why is nobody else laughing around? Because they're all in on it.
Maybe I don't know because I because it was my friend Jeff who was sending these to me. I was like these have to be fake, but they're so well done. These actors, and he goes, yeah, they are fake. He goes, he sent me one, and it was way over the top. It was this guy who was talking about trans and this, and he was in his bathing suit and all this stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely fake.
See, remember, what cued me in on it is that the woman that was sitting there wasn't like making, like she wasn't smirking or laughing like a
Right.
normal human would be like with big eyes or something.
Right.
And she was just stone faced,
Right.
listening.
I think that's
So
the
that
cue.
told
She was
me
stoned.
That told me that she's like, she's an actress,
Right.
right? So
Well,
were you watching a Kamala Harris space video by any chance?
the what?
The Kamala Harris space video?
with the kids.
With the kids?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
I've
paid
seen that.
So
actors?
bad. We saw a little clip of that, didn't we?
Yeah, where they paid the actors. Or
Yes.
the little kid actors.
Oh, it was so cringe.
You could go to space and walk on the moon.
You
I wonder
could
how many
do
times. I wonder how
anything.
many takes they had to do.
Cream-colored ponies
And those were all
crisp apple
actors.
strudels.
They were all actors. They were all actors, and he won't get off of Sound of Music over
I'm
here.
just telling you, that's all I hear whenever these
rather
woke
hear
people come
Sean
out.
Snowflake.
Sing, these are the few of my favorite things.
Dude, this
listen
is
to that
what
woman
happens when these woke folk come out. It's just like,
Yeah,
well, what
sad.
planet are you from? I mean, it's like you're frolicking in a meadow somewhere on the Appalachian Mountains. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I just think they're just children. They just never grew up, and they're
Well-
not. They don't want accountability. They don't want responsibility. They want to be catered and pampered. They're children.
And it's the kids that are in college now, and I think some of them are out of college that got the participation trophy.
Right.
We don't keep score,
They never
And-
lost anything.
and you came in 8th place out of 8th, but here's a trophy.
There you go.
No,
Here's
you
a
lost. You don't
trophy.
get anything.
Right. You suck.
And you know
don't
what?
Don't come out next year.
And I hate to say it, my
that's
boys.
Might as well quit.
And I hate to say it, my boys got trophies for coming in 2nd place.
And you melted it in the backyard.
I have a smelter out back.
And they're like, "But Dad, I worked so hard."
But you know what? When I
That means you're the
I
first
was on the
loser.
swim team, and they had first, second, and third places.
Did
That's
you
it.
get beat by a girl, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, her name was John. Hi, my name is John.
Yeah.
Or hi, my name is Barbara.
Hey.
But it didn't say 2nd place on there. It said something else, right? It didn't.
Not
say-
first.
Now, if you want to say, now when Steven was running track, there's a 1st place, 2nd place, 3rd place, and you
Participant.
get a ribbon.
Yeah,
All the way,
there's
all the way,
nothing- and
If
there's
you're
nothing
not
wrong with
first,
that.
you're
all the way
last.
down to 8th place. You get a shit brown ribbon if you got 8th place.
There's nothing wrong with first, second, and third, in my opinion. I mean, that's what the
Well, no.
Olympics are, man.
Right.
Gold, silver, bronze. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But past that,
Yeah, there's no participation.
Yeah.
Ro-
You came
I mean,
in
do you
8th
get
place
something? What
out
do you
of
get?
8th.
I don't know.
If you don't win a medal in the Olympics, what participation thing do you
I
get?
don't think you get anything.
Laid.
Laid.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah. You get free condoms by hanging out in the village.
Or a vagina dam.
Yeah. I'm not
Well, no,
saying
let's
what
talk
kind
about
of
it.
laid you
Go-
got.
I like what you said. Go on.
Yeah.
Go
A
on.
vaginal
Yes,
dam.
elaborate.
Yeah, that's another.
I want you to
Is there
explain
a-
that a
I
little
know,
bit. to
Mr.
us.
Producer, look up vaginal dam.
Vaginal dam.
Jesus. Man, I don't-
Actually, make sure it's pics.
you know, that's my son
We want to
over
look
there.
at pics of an inserted vaginal dam.
Right.
Actually, don't. I'm kidding.
No, it's a birth control.
Spelled
Oh,
D-A-M-M.
no, do it. It's a so
It's
Are you
a,
talking
it's a,
about
it's a
UE?
birth control.
I was about to say,
thing.
what a UID? What is it?
No.
Uterine
UID.
Internal uterine
IUD.
diaphragm or whatever.
IUD is something that blows up.
No,
vehicles.
IED.
Look
Dummy.
up vaginal dam.
Oh,
It's not going
my
to be
bad.
vaginas. It's an actual birth control thing.
I'm talking about.
Is it a small little guy that
Yes,
sits
I
inside the
was right.
uterus and like when the
No,
sperm
it's something
comes
you
in,
put
it's
up
all,
there that blocks.
It's more like a
Well-
sheet of saran wrap.
Well, it's similar to the IUD, which is an interuterine device or whatever.
Vaginal
It is.
rings. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh yeah.
vaginal rings.
condoms, caps, and
Is that
dams.
for her pleasure?
Barrier method. So it puts a barrier in between you and their uterus.
Nice.
As your swimmers just go bam, 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 slamming against it.
Yeah.
Ah, talk
just-
about the Iron Dome.
Wow.
It's the vaginal Iron Dome.
Shoot some fuckers out of the sky.
You're shooting your minigun at it,
Wow.
blocking it.
Like
What
an
a-
A-10.
Oh my god!
What-
Brown
what-
paper packages tied up with strings.
Yeah. What a wonderful
That is
visual
fucked
image
up.
of
Yeah, dental dam was another thing.
Dental damage. All right. So anyways,
Dental
the
dam.
guys that
God damn.
they didn't win the fourth, fifth, etc. for the Olympics. When they came home, did they have at least a participation piece of paper? I mean, what did they get? They take.
What,
get,
I wonder if they get like a certificate
Well,
that I competed in the Olympics.
This last
no,
Olympics, I think they got Corona.
yeah, that's what they.
it
got.
actually would. So okay, so you remember when the
They
Leah
get herpes simplex
Leah
8.
Thomas,
The guy.
yeah, the
who
guy,
beat the women.
yeah. So he
Yes.
was competing, right, and then he tied with the girl for fifth place,
Oh yeah,
Correct.
and then
and there was a fifth place, either a ribbon or trophy,
Yeah,
and
they tied.
they let him.
Yeah.
Carry the
He
fifth
got the
place and
fifth.
her carry the sixth place, even though they got the exact same
The
time.
natural woman got 6, and she's like, "Hey, we
Yeah.
tied."
Right.
Like, oh, just do it.
Yeah.
you
this
almost
is what
sound like
needs
Harry
to happen.
Carey.
So because that tells me that they do
It's
give.
it's bullshit, and this stuff. This is gonna fester into something that's gonna be super ugly.
Well, yeah, and you're talking about the transgender thing, but
Just-
and yes, I don't disagree. What I'm saying is, if they were fussing about who gets fifth and who gets sixth, that tells me that in all of these races and competitions,
well-
and even in the Olympics, they probably do recognize things past third.
Well,
Is what
I,
I'm-
I know. I
is
know.
what I'm
I know. Like I said,
speculating.
I know
Yeah,
when
but-
Steven ran track, even from when he was 6 years old.
Right.
It's first through eighth.
Yeah. Okay. So they do get something.
Right. And
Aren't there
he
only
was
8
never
lanes?
excited when he was handed anything other than the top 3. He'd get it. He'd just hand it to me.
Nice.
We got a
but-
stack of them.
But on the
Right.
but on the back of the ribbon, it has his name. It has the time. It has the.
No.
It doesn't
At
have any
state,
of that.
when he went to state, yes. But just the normal track meets, it was just a shit brown.
Just
if
a
he came in
participation.
last place or eighth place,
Do you think they deliberately make it shit brown color?
I don't know. But eighth place was shit brown. And but if there were 20 kids and
So
you got
they
eighth
have-
place, you're like, hey, I'm
Well, if there's
better
20
than
kids, do they
12
each take
people.
a shit to see to match? To
They
get a
do. They
color
color
Yeah,
scheme on there.
probably.
And but yeah, he got all of them, 1 through 8 at some point in his running career, and he got a bunch of first place, second place, third place, and he had eighth place as well. He had all of them.
Right.
And but I always knew that, and you could tell. And I never said anything, but if he didn't get first or second or third, he'd be like,
It's
Yeah.
worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
No,
you're
I
not
get you.
First, you're last.
yeah.
Right.
And I always told him, I was like,
Yep.
second place is the first loser,
Correct.
and
In
Way to
every-
go, Dad.
In every race, there are dozens and dozens of losers.
Yeah.
Odds are you're one of them.
So speaking of losers,
right.
you guys
Right.
you guys heard about the Brooklyn subway shooting?
Yes.
Well, that was his
Oh,
left turn there.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we need to change the
Yeah, they
subject.
caught
there.
that.
I have
they
not
caught
heard-
that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have him.
They caught him now.
And they
so
say,
the-
they
the-
say he has
the-
years and years of YouTube hatred and racism.
Yeah, don't
and-
worry about that because it's left.
And they didn't pull him
Yeah,
down.
so Brooklyn subway
now.
shooter
Right.
suspect Frank James is in custody after
He's
the
a black.
massive
He's a black
manhunt.
supremacist.
Right.
Yes.
Brooklyn subway shooting
Don't-
suspect. So
Oh, God.
let me start by before I get into a few more factoids. One of the first things that when this first came out into the community through the news networks, they omitted the fact that he was black.
Right.
Like all excluding Fox, they were
They
kinda
wanted
like,
to be a white conservative every single time.
But-
unbelievable.
but
Every
they-
time.
They
but they
cross
knew
their
he was
fingers.
black. But they
And
knew he was
don't,
black. They were saying he's wearing
don't
a,
report
he's wearing
anything
a
until
green
they go.
hoodie or a green jacket,
Oh,
whatever.
God,
It doesn't
we
really
have to.
matter in a vest, but they wouldn't describe him being black. So the police say the Brooklyn subway shooter suspect Frank James was known to law enforcement as ties to the Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York City. He said James had an arrest history in New York and 9 prior arrests during the 1992 to 1998. Those included possession of burglary tools, criminal sex acts, theft of service. He also had 3 arrests in Jersey in 91, 2, and 7 for trespass, larceny, and disorderly conduct. So it says fast facts. shooting reported Tuesday morning in the Sunset Brooklyn subway station. Officials say at least 29 people were injured, included those who were shot, 10 patients who suffered gunshots, and 3 people died, and they were all in their 20s. I think it's like
3 people did die.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't heard that anybody died yet.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear they died, but Sean, this sounds like a model citizen who ought to be released back to the streets immediately
Yeah.
on
Oh, I'm
$0
surprised
bond.
not
Well,
arrested.
with the DAs in New York City, he's probably going to go, you can go on the street.
Like, what did he do wrong? Can you prove it? Was there video evidence?
You know, the
Yeah, all the
interesting
cameras
thing,
were down in the subway, by the way.
Surprisingly.
Really?
Yep.
You're kidding.
All the cameras were down in the subway.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder.
So he
Huh.
will go free.
I wonder.
And he was wearing a gas mask.
Yeah, that is so weird.
So how
You
they know
know
it's him?
the
Because he
video.
threw smoke bombs.
The video that
He was
the
prepared.
the subway was smoking. People had some video phones.
He dropped a smoke
Wait,
bomb.
people were
Is that what it was?
smoking.
Yeah, he dropped a smoke bomb.
People were smoking on the subway in New York.
No, but
Stop
I'm just-
it.
No, he
no,
dropped
no,
a
they're not
smoke
allowed to
bomb.
smoke. The
He dropped a
people-
smoke bomb and then
If
started
you
shooting.
smoke on the subway in New York, that's a big deal, man.
He
People-
smoked out on the subway. Yes.
But no, I'm just thinking, can you imagine the experience of being on the subway
Oh.
and there'd be smoke going on?
Was I
and-
strapping or was I not?
Oh,
That's
dude, you can't strap in New York. It's illegal.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, I mean,
Well, that's the thing.
Okay, that's the thing.
New York has one of the strongest gun
But
laws
he
out
managed to get a gun onto the
there.
subway.
Well,
Well,
because
it-
criminals don't follow the law.
but they
know.
don't.
Hence,
They,
criminal.
they don't have measures to prevent you from bringing guns onto the
No,
subway.
of course not.
You know, I mean, look, it wouldn't be very.
It's highly discouraged.
It would-
like
yeah, that's-
masturbating on an airplane
Well,
All right.
That's highly
and
discouraged.
counting cards in Vegas.
Band
we've all
on
done
a
it.
Zoom call with
Yeah, we've all done it.
We've all
CNN.
done it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, come on.
Wait,
Sean
what?
Anyway.
last because he was the last one to fly, so he was the
Look,
last one to do it.
Yes.
What, masturbate
Yes.
on an airplane?
Yeah.
New York
Come
has
on,
very
get outta
strict.
here.
What's the big deal? We all do it. You're the one that
Well,
started
who
talking
brought
about
it up?
masturbation.
Yes.
Well, briefly. But anyway,
That's all it takes.
So the subway guy.
Yeah, the subway guy.
So he's caught now.
the subway shooter,
but
which
the-
was
but the
Jared.
point is that some people were. That's just what was the smoke bomb?
Well, it was. He threw a smoke bomb. Then
Was
he
it
started
just a
shooting.
generic subway or smoke bomb?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kind of
generic
like a
smoke
fight bomb.
I don't know, but he had bombs on him.
He had
explosives on him.
other.
Oh, so he had like
He had
pipe
other
bombs. So he
bombs,
was ready
yes.
to
Yeah.
do some
Yes,
damage.
he was ready to tear up stuff, and the fact that there were, I don't know if there were people killed, but that's news to me because he threw the smoke bomb and then shot into the smoke to make chaos, right? So I don't know if that affected his aim, but he didn't. I don't know that he managed to kill anybody, but maybe
You
there's
know,
maybe there's news that I haven't read
It
yet.
says there's like a 21-year. There's like 3. There's like a 20, 21, and 23-year-old.
Yeah, I did not hear that yet. And that's what made me think maybe he had a 22 because maybe that's why people haven't died.
No, he was rocking a 40 or 45 or something.
I mean,
That's a big cannon.
that's
Yeah.
hard to believe that people aren't dead.
Yeah, it wasn't a 9mm or a 22.
Well,
Yeah.
you saw the footage where the cell phone footage of it, but they're in the subway and they were all cranked up on one end, and you could see down like in between. I don't know if there were guys fighting or something was going on in between the two cars, and I
Well,
couldn't
people
imagine
trying to
if
get
if
from
your
car
if
to
your
car.
subway is going 50 miles an hour, you're like, where are you going to go?
No, you got nowhere to go.
Where are you
Yeah,
going to
you're
go? I mean,
trapped.
you're stuck.
Yeah,
in
you
a-
might
in a
as well be on a
can.
plane.
Yeah, I mean, you're stuck. So
Yeah, speaking of plane, there was a JetBlue incident where they were trying to get to Jamaica or something like that.
they're coming
and
home from Jamaica.
Was it coming home? And they
Yeah.
were what would take a 3-hour flight was like 6. They're stuck on the tarmac at Newark Airport, and they wouldn't let them off.
No, they
These
couldn't-
guys were
they-
freaking out. They were like, they tried to land 4 times.
Well, I heard they couldn't land.
Yeah, but
They
once
weren't on
they
the
did
tarmac.
land,
They couldn't land.
but I mean, to get to, they were trying to land somewhere, and I think they got redirected to Newark. I think that's what it was, and they didn't want to go back. They were like, "Fuck it, I'm driving the rest of the way." And the guy in the back was kind of like, "There's people in the back throwing up."
But what was like? Just this has nothing to do with anything else. I mean, it's just,
No, this is completely separate. So
Oh,
this
okay.
plane,
Yeah.
due to weather, is weather related.
Okay, weather
so they
related.
were trying. The plane had come in like 3 or 4 times to try to land, and it was like, we can't land. We can't land. Yeah, we can't land. And they were redirected to Newark. They landed over there, and they were like, all right, well, we're just gonna hang out on the plane
yeah.
till the weather clears up down there. And some people in the back were like, hey, I'm done with this trip. I'm fucking off the plane. I want off. I don't want to go back up. I don't want off. People started panicking, and they wouldn't let them off. And there's like kids crying. crying, there's people puking, and it's just a very, they're like, take me to jail. I don't care. Take me to jail. I want off the fucking plane. I want off the plane. I'm freaking out.
Oh, people get claustrophobic and tired and
Get this
freaking out.
mask
Freaking
off
out.
me.
Have you ever had an experience where you were trapped on a plane on a
Yes.
tarmac for
yes.
hours and
Oh,
hours
God.
and hours and hours?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
you
I
have
a
to
story?
dig deep.
It's
You
not-
have to dig
it's not
deep
fun.
internally,
God.
and you have to really calm yourself because
Yeah. I mean, I had
Yeah.
one experience where I was coming back from, I think, Chicago, and we couldn't land at DFW, so they routed us to Oklahoma City.
Yep. I've been there, done that.
And they landed us.
Close enough.
And parked us, not even at a gate, right? Just parked us somewhere
I've done
and
that.
shut the plane down.
Parked you in Tulsa.
Opened up the door. The pilot came out and was talking to us. I mean, it was hours.
I wonder if we were on the
and
same flight
hours.
because I was coming back from Chicago and it was weather in Dallas. They rerouted us
Correct.
to Oklahoma City, and we sat there
Hours.
and sat there and sat there. And I had newborns here. Steven and Brandon were brand new,
Damn.
and I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it was different back then,
and
right?
they did not. There was not an opportunity to be
So
let off the
you
plane.
had
Actually,
you
I
didn't
thought-
have like you played Snake on that.
Yeah, I
that
couldn't.
Nokia.
I
phone?
couldn't text Julie to say, "Hey, I'm stuck in fucking Oklahoma on the tarmac somewhere."
Right.
And she was just like, "Where you at?" And I was 5
I mean,
hours
if you
late.
ever
Oh
really
yeah, no
want to get
cell
off a
phones.
plane,
I don't think there were cell phones
just
back then.
just
No.
fake a heart attack. Just fake a heart attack.
How
You'll
many
be all-
times have you done that, Sean?
I'm just saying. You know what? You got to think. You can't.
Was that Rodney Dangerfield who always? Oh no, that was Sanford and Sons who always faked that.
Oh, Lisbeth! It's the big one.
That's the big one.
I'll see you in heaven.
There he goes.
Also, good theme song in the 70s and
That's a
80s.
great theme song.
Yeah, it was.
And we didn't
I
hit
like
too
my
much on
throwback to
we didn't
last
hit too much on
episode.
the Jeffersons either. But yeah,
Beans don't
I've got
burn
a
in
lot
the
of
kitchen.
traveling. Business travel sucks.
Oh yeah.
I know my dad would travel, and I'd be like, "That'd be so awesome."
Yeah, that's
know,
what,
he's
actually,
going-
that's what Gilbert Gottfried said. He said,
No,
wait, no?
business travel sucks.
No, he said, I've traveled the world. I'm tired of traveling. A vacation to me is staying home.
Right.
I used to be jealous of my dad because he would go to all these places. He went over to, well, at the time
Germany?
it was cool, Moscow, Beijing. He would have hit Austria, Europe, all these places, and I was like, "That'd be great."
Right.
He's like, "No, it sucks. I'm gone for 2 weeks,
right.
and it took me 20 hours to get to Moscow.
Nobody speaks English
I'm
there.
in Siberia. I'm getting off the plane at 1:00 in the morning. I get off the plane, and all there are is a bunch of Russian soldiers with guns standing there. And my interpreter is not there, so he's standing there by himself, surrounded by a bunch of Russian soldiers, and you get stuck.
Right.
You get stuck in these places, and he's like, no, he's like, and I know this now. When you go on business travel, it's not a vacation. Yeah, you're in maybe a cool place.
Right.
You don't get a chance to go out to see it. You don't do
Yeah, it's
anything.
not like you spend a lot of time sightseeing.
No,
Right.
you're in whatever you're doing there. You're in the office, or
Usually late.
you're
Yeah.
right. And you got connected flights you're trying to deal with sometimes, and it's a pain in the ass.
There's no strip clubs.
Yeah, you don't go to strip clubs, you don't go to the beach, you don't do this, you don't do that. You're in the office, or you're in your hotel.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
eating
not
by
that great.
yourself, or you're eating peanuts out of the fucking hotel or something like that.
What's
for
that?
dinner.
Oh,
But you know, I mean, I guess when you're young, like right out of college, I did a little bit of travel, like within the first two years of graduating college. And it was fun. We had a young team. We were all just kind of going from city to city doing this different
Well, if you're
stuff.
doing that one thing and you're going out and drinking and shit like that, but
Yeah.
it's different now in business because you can't expense booze anymore. At least where I'm at.
Right.
And but I had a new family.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you're at different stages in your life where you have young
I'm going to
kids and stuff,
interrupt.
it's not cool.
I need to clarify about the deaths I was referring to earlier because I started second guessing myself about the subway deaths.
Yeah.
And it says clearly here, it says 3 people were killed and at least 12 others were wounded in a series of shootings. A 23-year-old woman and 2 young men, 21 and 22, were all
Who's
shot to
reporting
death
that though?
in separate shootings in the Bronx Tuesday night. At least 5. Pardon?
Who's reporting that?
Fox News.
Okay, we believe that then. That's legal.
What do you mean in separate shootings?
Yeah, I just caught myself saying that. I was like, hold on.
I was like, did someone pull a gun out to try to shoot someone else? and
So a
accidentally-
23-year-old woman and 2 young men, ages 21 and 22, were all shot to death in separate shootings in the Bronx Tuesday night.
That's not the
That's
subway
not the
shooting.
subway
Yeah,
shooting.
what the hell? They want
That
to
has
couple that in
nothing
there.
to do with
At
the
least
subway
5
shooting.
other individuals, including a
That's
15-year-old
fake
girl, were
news,
reportedly
Sean.
wounded. Dude,
You know
come
better than
on.
that.
That's poor reporting.
It is
Well,
because
they're
it
just
says
kind of they're lumping a bunch of shit together.
New York City shootings. New York City shootings leave 3 dead, 12 others wounded.
So you had the subway, plus you had these other ones over here.
Yeah.
So what they were doing is because nobody had been killed in the subway shooting, they
Right.
expanded it to be all of New York City so that they could at least throw some dead in there.
You know, Fox News is a piece of shit sometimes too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they all
they're,
are.
They're a news organization.
A series of shootings plagued New York City just hours after the Brooklyn subway attack. Officials assert they bring in this bullshit. Just
Yeah, that
freaking-
is a totally misleading headline.
that's bullshit.
Did you see the chart of the news sources and how much they trusted them by party, right?
Right.
And so, there's CNN that 80% of Democrats
Oh,
trust,
probably
and
higher than that.
I don't know how you
20% of
could trust
Republicans trust.
CNN. I don't
And then
know
there's
how you could
Fox
trust them.
that's exactly opposite.
Yep.
And then it goes down to OAN. It goes down to,
Yeah.
all the other ones. The most trusted news source is the Weather Channel. And then Elon Musk said, yeah, the weather's fake.
Well, that's an occupation where they get it right 50% of the time.
50% sound that, yeah, of course.
And they're the most trusted.
And then
It tells you
the weather forecaster goes, well, you predict me the baseball game tomorrow, and I'll see how you do.
That's what gambling is. That's what Las Vegas tries to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what they do pretty well. These meteorologists that predict upcoming potential weather that happens. I mean, it's kind of hard to
Not
say.
bad. We've had some rough weather. I mean, hail.
But I got to, look, I'll tell you, it's a little frustrating with the weather, with the weather warnings. When you hear the tornado siren, that means you need to run for shelter. But there comes a point where you're kind of like, dude, how many times are you going to cry wolf?
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, now
I'm going to defend him.
because we have a siren right down the street from
Yeah.
us, like 200 yards, and the siren goes off. I go out the front door,
Well, yeah,
Right. I do
and
too.
Julie does not understand that at all.
that's what all guys do.
I go
Are
out
the
there looking
clouds
for the funnel
green?
cloud.
Well, I go and I listen. Right, I don't know if you guys been through tornadoes.
Yes.
You hear it.
It's like it sounds like a train.
It does, and I go out there and I listen, and I'm like, "There's nothing coming," and I'm like, if I do hear it, then I'm in, and then we're in the bathroom. But otherwise,
Yeah.
that
Because
siren
if you
doesn't
listen
mean
really
shit.
carefully, you hear toot toot.
Is it like the
Chicka, chicka,
Doppler
chicka, chicka,
effect
chicka,
where you
chicka,
hear
chicka,
it
chicka, chicka.
before you see it?
Yes, that's exactly right.
And that
It-
movie Twister was a good. I mean,
God, that was awful.
I love that movie.
It sounds like
Yeah.
a freight train.
oh my
It
gosh,
does.
hold on, Austin, were you the one that watched Twister and got scarred for life? Who was it? Or maybe that was Madeline.
Well,
Mr. Producer.
I got scarred when I watched Jaws when I was like 10.
And
Yeah,
you've
you still
never
can't
been
go
in the
ocean.
ocean since.
I don't want to go in the ocean now.
Well, now you see videos like
Of guys getting bit in
yeah.
half.
yeah, like all the time. Apparently, it's like what the hell is happening every week?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's happening the same, but it's just now everyone has cell phones.
Right.
I've
Everybody's
only
sitting there
I've
videoing
only
their
been
friend
scarred
getting torn
by
in half.
one movie, and that's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I was spooked by that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Like
We've talked about that before. When they're
The
rolling the
tunnel?
girl away,
No.
And the blueberry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh,
freaky,
God.
man.
it was
Ooh,
awful.
Yeah.
It was awful.
This is not a good movie. This is not a kids movie.
Yeah, it's
No,
a-
it was freaky,
No.
man. And they
Super creepy movie.
Yeah.
And when they ate the candy, they snuck it. Charlie and his grandpa. And they
Yeah.
were
And they were
they
floating
were-
up to the
They were
blades.
floating up, and they were like
Everybody who did what I would do got
Well, they're gonna be chopped
got
up, minced
punked.
meat.
Yeah.
yeah, not
Charlie, burp! It's gotta work. Okay. And then they fart. Oh, it comes out even faster, Charlie.
oh my
I
god.
pooped.
the dude floated up into the ceiling fan and took a
I
Like-
think they should have cut him in half.
Yeah.
They should have done it.
Well, then the new version has all the kids getting chopped up and killed, doesn't it?
Wow. So what was
And was
it?
it
So
Johnny? Was
you,
it
you had one
Johnny
of them. You had one of them turn
Johnny
to a
Depp was a
blueberry.
new one, yeah.
And you had one of them that
Fall into the
that
chocolate river.
drank the soda, and one of them
Yeah.
fell into the drink to the chocolate. And they fell in the river, and they sucked through the tube, and, bloop, bloop. And then one
and they
of them
disappear, like they die,
Yeah,
right? They don't ever come back.
No, well they.
They don't die, but they
I thought
They
they
disappear.
They disappear.
They
Right.
disappeared. Then
I-
one of them
I
got
thought they
zapped
died.
into TV Mania,
Yeah.
where they were on the TV and they were on this little chocolate bar, and what happened to the rich girl? Like,
They had the
"Father,
golden,
I
had the
want
golden
a
goose.
brownie."
Veruca Salt?
Had the golden
Is that
goose.
her?
Yeah, didn't she turn into
Well, that's the new one,
the
right?
pumpkin?
Was Veruca Salt the blueberry?
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
the
so.
Oompa Loompas came in and the Oompa.
Yeah, they
Oompa,
rolled her
and
away.
Rolled her off.
Yeah.
How
It rolled her away.
traumatizing! And then it was just Charlie.
Awful.
And they were like, okay, well, you
Like she
you
was
win
Lizzo.
the gobstopper. That was the whole end game, was that they win the never-ending gobstopper, right?
Right.
And then Charlie gave the gobstopper back. Is it, you know, take this gobstopper and shove it up your ass, you old fucking pervert.
And then he
was
wins
like,
the whole
You
factory.
just won.
That was Gene Wilder.
Gene
Hashtag
Wilder was a
Wilder.
crazy character.
And he such a creepy. He was perfect for that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then
that's
Johnny,
what
then Johnny Depp tried
Johnny
to do.
Depp did a weird thing
Well,
too.
he's going through a court case now.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he is suing.
He's a little bit under the weather.
He is suing his ex-wife,
Oh, yeah.
Amber Heard.
Yeah, she
Well,
Who
she
is-
accused him
Who's
She
of
played
not
her out, or-
unattractive.
what is it called? Slandered him.
Well, she
said
accused
that
him
wasn't
of
true.
beating her.
Right.
Yeah,
She claimed.
totally lied.
She claimed domestic abuse. Totally like threw the whole family up in turmoil.
So it's not true.
As
That's
you
what he's
will.
claiming.
So it's
As
a
you
he
will.
said, she said type of thing. Right
Correct.
now.
Yeah, as you will in a lawsuit.
Is there a who do we believe yet?
So far, his his childhood friend and his sister have both testified, on his behalf in kind of slamming Amber Heard.
Well, you know what?
Well, and then she brings up her best friend,
Right.
her
I know.
sister,
I know. It's kind of all.
That's
right?
She has. I
that's-
think she has the burden of proof to show that she had like bruises.
All right, so you guys want to hear real abuse?
oh no.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Going back to the old tornado thing.
Yeah.
All right. So my son Preston, he was the one that watched Twister. Mr. Producer shared with
Yeah.
me, and so he's scared to death. So when that back, when he was younger, obviously.
I was going to say they go tornado hunting now.
Well, but
Did you know
not,
that?
Not back then.
What?
But
Well, they do now.
tornado
That
chasing.
was the whole point of the
So-
movie
Yeah.
was tornado hunting.
But he what he would. So when the tornado, Mom, come on, everyone. He was the catalyst behind the whole thing. He would make sure everyone got in there, make sure that the dogs were all safe and everything. So and I was just like you. I went outside, checked it, make sure it's like, look, I'm not going in that thing until I have to.
Right.
So if I go into that room with you, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Show
All right.
me the money.
We're all
So-
gonna die.
So right now you guys need to stay there until I say it's all clear. So what I ended up doing
Oh no.
is
Did you break windows?
I went
get
on-
a fan.
I went on Sonos.
He broke wind.
I
Oh.
went on my Sonos sound system.
No, you
no.
did
And
not.
I played Thunderstorms.
Thunderstruck.
Why would you do that?
It was the bass. I turned the subwoofer up and it was like, and I was like, whoa. And then I was such an asshole.
You think?
Oh god.
And then,
You think? You
and
got the
then-
kids all crying?
Oh, they were traumatized. And then I opened up the door and I had my phone and I was like, Duke, it's all over, guys. And they were just like, and Preston was like, I hate you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm surprised he didn't
Yeah.
stab you in the
Yes.
throat.
Yeah.
That's something you tell them like 10 years later. You don't tell them
That
right
is
after. You tell them 10 years later.
Justifiable
Oh, yeah.
grounds for divorce.
I'm sure your wife was thrilled that you handled that situation the way you did. I'm
Look,
sure she was
it
thrilled.
was a
That's
harmless,
a funny joke, honey.
It's a harmless prank.
Now, what you should have
No.
done is get out there and just
No
watch
way.
TV
Isn't
for
that
several hours
funny?
by yourself in the quiet and just go, it's still going. Keep staying there.
No, that
Stay
wouldn't
in
have
there.
swung
How
it.
you haven't had a 22 to your brain yet? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
it
it was
was
over
funny,
because
though.
they did go tornado hunting. It was earlier this year, as a matter of fact.
And poor Austin, he was like 5 or 6 years old. He didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll traumatize you for life. So bad.
Now, the fun of fatherhood.
Oh,
I never pranked my kids like that though.
Not like that.
I don't think I pranked
that
them much
wasn't that bad, was it?
You scarred your son for life.
for sure.
Well, I made
He
him appreciate
remembers
the
that.
fine
But
things.
you know what? I
Ask
was
the
told-
producer.
So I was told that so everybody thinks that air siren thing, right? The tornado
Yes.
alert thing
Right.
is just for tornadoes. It's not.
It's
No,
not.
it's
not
not.
anymore.
It's for hail.
Used to be.
It's for a hail warning.
Yeah.
It's for I think high wind
Any
warning.
sort of
Oh,
get
that-
inside
and
warning.
that's my
That's
my
bullshit.
point.
I think it needs to be for tornado only.
Only.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You
no.
know what? The
no,
hail
no,
thing
no.
I can
There's
almost
plenty
understand.
of reasons to
No,
go inside.
why?
Go inside.
What are you going to do with hail on my roof? Fuck.
Well, I mean,
Stay
you can
inside.
like
No, it
go
just-
inside. I mean,
look.
the grapefruit-sized hail that comes down, you probably want to get
Yeah.
inside.
You'll get a bad bruise.
We all remember, we all remember the past when the tornado sign come
Yeah.
out and says there's
Do
a
you-
tornado. Well,
You
this
know-
is the new improved tornado siren.
It
It's
is
now
new and
a-
improved.
It
It's
needs
a
to be a
severe
different-
weather siren.
Here-
It says get your ass inside
needs
so
to
you
be-
don't
I
get
propose.
Well,
so
they can
you
do- they
don't
can-
get what's on the way to kick your ass.
Well, they
okay?
need to
Get
have
inside.
they need to have an announcement. This is hail. Boom. A different sound.
I
this
agree
is
with that.
tornado.
I do agree
Different
with that.
sound.
Because
Yeah.
they'll even do it when there's high traffic. So
Yeah.
stay home.
I
Don't
think they
go
said-
out.
That's
When
ridiculous.
Biden wins the election, they pray that-
Preston is
So
really
here's-
backed up right
Here's
now.
what I recommend.
Stay home.
Here's what I
Yeah.
want to do. I want to break into that system.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Well,
Yeah.
look,
The ultimate prank.
well,
Extend the Preston prank to the entire
and
city
play
of
fart-
Frisco.
no,
fart noises?
But no, what we could do is
There's no we.
Well,
You
broadcast
can drop the
dudes
we
like
shit
us.
right now.
broadcast dudes like us.
what we could do is we can during the every Wednesday test that they have. And there's some nomenclature. There's a normal thing that they say every Wednesday.
Listen to dudes like us.
Yeah.
Yes.
.us.
Well, that's gone now.
Yeah, that doesn't exist
Yeah,
anymore.
we've got that.
Yeah, that
is,
was
that
money well spent.
expired. Yeah.
Money well spent.
Oh, shut the front door.
Someone's bitter.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I had to use your credit card when I renewed it. What? For how much? Oh, it was this much, and it was for like 2 years.
Shit. You see the
It was a
shit smear
nickel.
on my
Did you ever
stirred
find
up?
the receipt for that?
I didn't bother looking. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll be in the Dudes Like Us email.
Right. Dudes like us.
Anywho, So
Anyway.
I would. Can you imagine though? I mean, having a Wednesday thing, it just kind of like, because Jeff's like right here. I'd be like, "Hey Jeff, what's up? This is Sean."
Well, you would hear it too. Do you hear it?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, because look, there's obviously an Ethernet. There's a connection in there. So all you have to do is learn the system. I don't know how. I don't know what but I could figure it out.
Yeah, that idea ranks up there with cow butt mask,
Just
as in
So
bad
very,
idea.
very high.
that's a good.
Really
that's a
bad
good
idea.
idea.
That's a good one.
That's a good idea.
No.
If
Capture
you
the
want to die
methane.
of methane abuse.
No.
All you
Bad
need is
idea.
a cup over the cow's ass.
No.
Yeah.
Disagree.
Two cows, one cup.
That'd be a lot of shit.
God, that's disgusting.
Okay.
All right, speaking of
That'd take
disgusting,
more than one cup.
were you guys even aware that they had another spaceship that went up into space last
yes.
week?
Yes.
I was not.
Did
It was a private.
a spaceship inserted into space?
But it was
Uh,
but it was SpaceX.
yeah, the first all private human space flight launches to space station. The private
It was Axiom.
the
right?
Axiom space company makes history with the launch of the X-1.
Who owns Axiom?
I do believe it's SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket and Crew Dragon Endeavour.
Well, that's the rocket, but who owns Axiom?
I didn't say.
Axios?
Elon Musk.
I,
Well,
I
no,
w- I would
Elon
say,
owns SpaceX.
I know.
well, I don't know. Some private entrepreneur.
Because I know the guy who owns Virgin. Who is that?
Oh, you know the
Richard
guy.
Branson.
Oh,
He owns
Richard
his own
Branson.
space
I just
company.
know the
He does. And then, of course,
I know him.
Bezos.
I swing
owns-
dicks with
the
the big
penis
boys.
That's right. The
Hang
penis
around the
rocket.
same-
Penis rocket.
God, that was so bad.
I share the same
Solid
Axiom.
song.
was the second San
Axiom
Francisco.
Space. Here we go.
No,
It was
founded
the
in
founder.
2016 by who? What's his name?
Michael T. Suffrandini.
Sufredini. Get it right, man.
That
What's
sounds
wrong
like
with
a-
you?
that sounds like a-
Sufradini.
That sounds like a porn name or something.
Does it?
Hey, why
Wow.
don't you come over here and suck my Sufredini?
And Cam
Hey, Gabagool.
Garathrian.
The Sufradini. That's the name of the
Gafarian.
porn.
The Gatharian.
Gafarian, yeah.
See, the company is planning commercial missions in 2022.
Now.
It just did.
Yeah,
The
they
first
nailed
one.
it.
So, my point is that it didn't even hit on the radar.
No.
These little steps like this, I think, are critical for the kids.
Tell me
They
when
didn't
we
know about
set
war.
foot on Mars.
Well, because
that's,
it's
that's
not.
never going to happen.
I
in our
think this
lifetime.
didn't make the news because it's not
It's
Bezos and
happening.
it's not Elon Musk.
By
It's
who?
These guys.
In our lifetime?
But I'm a little confused because if they're on SpaceX rockets and using the SpaceX Dragon module.
No, I
What-
just think
what-
it's a group effort.
What are they doing?
Look-
Like, what's Axiom's role in this?
Look, Jeff Bezos
Scroll
spends
down.
a lot,
Scroll down,
or
Mr.
gets
Producer.
a lot of money to send famous people to fake space, which is like I don't know, 33
the outer
miles up.
stratosphere?
Yeah, like they go up, and they go right back down. It's like, go to real freaking space. You go to fake space. That's
Well, how long
not
does it take
enough?
to get to Mars? Is it 3 years or 3 months?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
3 years, 3 months, or 3 years or 3 months?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, it depends how.
Funded.
if
Because
you go-
I thought it was 3 months, and then
Producer,
someone said
how
3
much-
years.
How long does it take to get to Mars? I don't know. Did you watch The Martian?
I believe so. Is that where he was like the pioneer
he
of
was
Mars? You got
shitting
to name it.
and growing potatoes.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
was a great movie.
That's the one.
1.6 years.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a year and a half.
Year and a half.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time to fuck up and wait for help. That's for sure. You know, and I
Yeah,
think
tell you what,
especially
that
if they got to
movie-
go
that movie
back
was
to
good.
Earth and come back to you.
That movie was good. The Martian, I thought was well done.
Yeah, that's that
Matt
was
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, I thought it was well
Damon.
done. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, in the setbacks that he had with he tried making the greenhouse and
Did they have a
Turned into
meteor
the
shower or
poop house.
something?
the meteor shower fucked that all up. It's just kind of
was
that's
hokey?
cool. The whole experience was
Oh.
cool, and the fact that he was taking other people's frozen shit and using it as
Fertilizer.
to fertilizer to grow the potatoes. It was just genius. I thought it was pretty cool.
And the way they communicated with each other, right? Because they were trying
Yeah.
to give him instructions.
Yeah, they used
And
the
they-
old rover. And
Yeah, they worked out a system to where they could communicate.
I thought it was like smoke signals
I don't think it was smoke.
with like blankets.
So he made a little fire outside.
No, there's no fire. I think it was like he was like moving dust.
What is that? A little tinfoil?
Yes, just flicking the smoke up. So
It's like I almost want to watch that movie again. I mean, he was sitting on a nuclear reactor.
I only
or,
saw it the one time.
What was it? What
I
was
only
it?
saw it once.
What was he? He was in the vehicle, and the nuclear thing was in there, and it was so hot he was like sweating.
I don't remember that.
Hmm.
I don't remember. He was in the rover, right?
Yeah, but he had to get from point A to point B, and he kept practicing, to be able because he needed to communicate was the big thing. I don't even know how the fuck did he
He
did he
sounds
die
like
out there?
a woman.
No, they rescued him,
Did they really?
and then they sent a new crew out there. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, they did a
spoiler alert.
slingshot.
Yeah, no point
Yeah,
watching
spo-
it now.
Spoiler alert.
I had watched it right up until
They
the end too.
slingshot around the Earth and went back to Mars, and then
Yeah.
Oh, that's
him up.
right. That's right.
picked him up when he launched.
Yeah,
Oh, they-
I'm gonna watch that movie again. It was a really good movie.
And someone was hanging out the window and like caught it with the arm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
he went Iron Man, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
like it when they make it realistic like that. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man, Iron Man. I don't know.
No, Iron Man has
all
thrusters.
but you're doing
Yeah,
this with
thrusters.
the fingers.
No, it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but the way you're doing it looks very Spider-Man.
All right.
And gay.
Whatever.
Don't forget the gay part.
Oh, do we need to add the gay part?
Yeah, well,
See,
Hey,
again, this is why we
hey,
don't
look.
have video.
how many?
Yeah.
How many?
Hulk smash. No, you're not.
Yeah.
How big you think? How big you think the Hulk's penis is?
That's a tree trunk,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Have you ever thought about that, Paul?
No, I'm still not thinking about it.
probably
Somehow I'm able to put up a safety dome in my brain.
Dude, it's like a Jurassic chode. It's just
safety mode.
safety dome.
Jeez. How big is the Hulk's penis?
Mental safety dome.
Hulk smash.
That's what I did. No bad thoughts are getting in right now. I'm firing off these little mental Patriot missiles.
It's just craziness.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Yeah, but I do think it's important that through all this chaos in life that we're going through, we're experiencing with the Ukrainian stuff, Joe Biden being an incompetent ding dong,
Yeah.
and just
He is a chode.
yeah, I mean,
Who here's been through the Carter administration?
yeah, well, I mean,
Well, we were all alive.
yeah, we
during-
Yeah.
were live, but
Right?
I don't really recall
Yeah.
Okay.
details.
I wasn't watching
I
C-SPAN
remember
back then.
it vividly, and I'm like, this is bullshit. That's
Vividly. How old are you?
Like 51.
I'm older than you. I don't remember it vividly.
Yeah, so
No,
you would have been 6 years old.
Do you remember the vicious?
Car lines for gas.
No, well, no. Yes, car lines for gas, but like the vicious
aluminum cans of Tab.
Well, I remember
No,
that.
well, no. I'm just talking
and pull tabs in the pop.
No, about the
Stepping on them.
the viciousness that they came at Jimmy Carter with, right?
No, it was horrible.
Yeah. No, I mean it wasn't horrible. It was deserved.
It was well deserved, but it was
Yeah.
just like he's a Democrat. He deserves it.
Well, who was vicious? The
I
press?
shouldn't say that.
Well, okay. Johnny Carson.
Well, that's when talk shows were fairly non-political. They would
Right.
get on anyone.
Well,
Now, if
yes.
you're not swinging the liberal dick left,
yeah, exactly.
you're
got to cover
not going to
for
make it, right? So
You got to cover what I'm just talking about. Look, I remember sitting in the playground in 5th grade, and a friend of mine would just make fun of Jimmy Carter, like he would just do a caricature of Jimmy Carter. Oh yeah,
Well, it's because he has such a cliche.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Actually,
he was a Georgia peanut farmer.
yeah. Well, he and his brother.
He had such a southern drawl, and and
He was a
and
nice guy.
My buddy, well, I mean,
Yeah, way
well,
too nice.
He's still alive too. It's crazy.
He's,
I bet he's
Look,
happy
he's-
as fuck now. He's like, yes,
he got
I'm
beat-
not going down in history as
He
the
got
worst
beat
Democrat.
589 to 50 in the Electoral College. 589 to 50 in the Electoral College in 1980.
that's what we were hoping for.
Oh my God!
Well, we were hoping for
is
that
a
with Trump and
nuclear
Biden.
Winter.
All right,
Yeah, we
so
were.
okay, Jimmy Carter. I'm brain farting. Did he come? He was before Reagan, right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
how
Then
did
Reagan
he
beat
win?
the shit out of
After
Mondale.
Ford.
How did he win with such a landslide victory, Carter?
He
It
was
looks
How
like
did
against
Carter
Ford.
win?
Yeah.
Because he was
Ford.
up against Ford.
Who got presidency because Nixon
Who was,
resigned.
Yes, he was
All
the,
right.
the vice president to Nixon when he resigned.
Oh
because
man,
of
what a
the
train
bullshit.
wreck! That's
Yeah.
what I'm fearful. That's what's going to happen with this train wreck we're experiencing currently.
Well, what's going to happen is I don't know if Biden's going to make it the all four. I said this 2 years ago.
I did too.
I'll be
I didn't think
surprised
he was
if
gonna finish
Biden
the term.
makes. I'm surprised he's still there.
Me
to be
too.
honest, and he may make it. But if Kamala makes it, or Biden steps down and Kamala becomes it, she's going to lose her ass.
Yeah.
If she runs.
Yeah, the only person more unpopular than Joe Biden is Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that's correct. But then you think, well, okay, who's behind
Have
her?
you
Then
seen
you have
the
Hillary.
the Saudi Arabian mock up? The Arabs have made they have a show, and they're totally mocking the hell out of Joe Biden, and they've got these people dressed up as Joe Biden
And Kamala. And he's giving a
Kamala Harris.
speech.
Producer, see if you can pull that up. Saudi Arabia mocks Joe
I
Biden.
heard they're
camel
making fun
toe.
of
Yeah,
him.
Saudi Arabia, who's the king of suppressing speech, has now a mocking video of
Yeah.
of Joe Biden and Kamala, where Joe falls asleep and Kamala nugs him to get away.
Yeah, wake up and he's like talking to us like M&M's, sweethearts, and where we at?
Nope, there it is.
There you go. See if you can pull some of that up.
What? This is
Roll
out
it.
of Saudi Arabia?
Yes,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, the home of
Right.
Khashoggi. You know,
Is that a dude?
Yeah. So there's
pretty sure they're both dudes,
so
but I
there,
don't know.
Thank you very much. Today, we're going to talk about the crisis in Spain. Yeah, we're going to talk about the crisis in Africa. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, Russia. And I
Kamala's
want to talk
whispering in his
about
ear a few
the
seconds.
president of Russia,
Does she have blackface?
Putin. Yeah, Putin.
it's more like
Putin.
whiteface.
Listen to me. I have very important message to you. The message is,
Oh
and the president of China. Oh, I didn't finish Russia. Thank you to correct me, First Lady.
First lady.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you. And God bless.
Thank you all. Hallelujah. Clap to your president. Clap to your president right now.
That was a Saudi Arabia television show there mocking.
Yeah, it's dude, we're the laughing stock of the world,
it's so
man.
lame, but it's like okay, it's Saudi Arabia,
Right, I know.
that is making fun of our
Dripping irony
president.
there. Yeah.
They
Like,
wouldn't do that shit with
they
Trump.
wouldn't do that. They wouldn't
No.
do that with anybody. Saudi Arabia is the king of suppression of speech, and for them to be able to broadcast a
Oh,
satire
if they did that to their
of
own
an
king,
American,
they would be like immediately
they'd be
beheaded.
beheaded
Be-
now.
Yeah, instantaneously.
already.
They would be hung.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what,
rafters.
this Sky News in Australia,
Sky News is awesome.
Yeah, they are. But they point out what we all talk about,
Yeah.
but the media is afraid to say on how
'Cause
bad
they're
Biden is. They report on it. They're like, look at this. Here's the United States president, the leader of the free world, and basically
stumbling around on stage.
Yeah, they're like, if this is the leader, oh my God,
He
better.
has fumbled his
Sky News
words
is
to
good.
the point where I don't even understand them. And
yeah,
you
the
explain this to me.
conversation he had about tobacco and I mean just
prostitutes or something like that.
Yes, they got the
I was like,
prostitute,
what
yes.
in the fuck is he saying? And it's to the
Imagine-
point where I'm not even. I
Imagine
just feel
if
bad
the
for him.
tobacco
I'm like,
industry didn't get prostituted. Like, oh, no,
I think he's trying to say prosecuted.
prosecuted. He meant to say
but it
prosecuted.
doesn't matter. Prosecuted
to
doesn't
be
work either.
fair.
Yeah, you're
awful.
trying. I'm not working.
He's just a mess.
You know what? To be fair, you have
be
to say it. You gotta. We gotta work on that. You know.
Well,
you
again,
gotta, there's
You used
tears.
to have it together, but they're not.
There are
participating with
tears
us.
It's for the harmony. There are tears, and I figured that the last couple times we do it, it's like to be fair, to be fair, to be fair. No. It's to be fair, to be fair, to be fair. You know.
Right.
I blame Paul.
I'm just saying.
We've done it successfly in the past. It's just been a
that
while.
was a very
well,
long time
you-
ago.
you just
I think
dropped
we
the ball
found we lost our
today.
way.
We need to watch some more Letterkenny.
Yeah, Letterkenny was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they've come up with some new
I have
episodes.
yet to see anything other than what you guys have like those little brief clips that you send.
Did you see did you watch the clip where I sent you that
Producer,
said,
pull up Letterkenny
can you
clips.
masturbate
No.
the number of days in March or in December?
Oh,
So
yeah.
one
Oh, no.
time
Oh,
on
no.
December 1st
Stay hydrated.
and 30 days on December 30th. So can you masturbate
In one day.
In one day. Can you masturbate 30 times? And they're talking through this. And of
Like-
course the one guy's like, I could do it.
Stay hydrated.
Yes, you gotta hydrate. Well, what if you have family over and you're eating Christmas dinner on Christmas Day? How are you going to work it in 25 times a day?
Yeah, they're trying to rationalize it. 25 times. Come on.
Do the best of Shoresy, just down there, just to
Crazy.
We get a little noise.
Dear pheasants, figured out why the girls hate each other. They're in love with the same man, fucking embracing. Figure it out.
What could it be?
Where's the Shoresy?
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker.
It's such a horrible show, but it's absolutely. Have you seen it, Chuck?
I have not, but I enjoy the hockey.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Chuck plays hockey.
Love the hustle. Look at that hustle, eh? Piece of shit. Who brought the fucking rocket, boys? Holy fuck, boys. Whose billet sister's a fucking rocket? She is a fucking rocket. I got a fucking rocket in my pants right now. Hey, dibs on Digis, boys. I already dibs Digis, buddy. No, I dibs during warm-up. You were throwing sauce at the blue line. I was dibs and Digis. Who the fuck you dibs him to? A dibs is a dibs is a dibs, buddy. Who gives a shit? If a dibs falls in the forest and there's no one around to hear, is it still a dibs? Well, fuck yeah, buddy.
This is
Fuck
100%
no, buddy. Well, give your
hockey.
balls a tug, you tit fucker.
Wake up, you fucking pheasants! Go, pheasants!
Oh, victory lap for the chamois, bro. Victory.
All right, so this is just a compilation of funny stuff that you really have to watch the show to think it's funny, and you know it's painstaking to get through a few episodes, but the Shakespearean type of writing that they do is it's very intellectual. I mean,
Shakespearean.
we haven't we haven't experienced it here, but they have some fantastic
First
writing in
impression's
here.
a lasting one, bro. You ready for this, bud?
It's like
They really
Bob
do.
and,
Paycheck,
Bob and
bro.
Doug McKenzie.
That is not
Shakespearean.
anywhere near the same. No, this stuff is the stuff they say in
You're not
here
going to get
is
this
calculated.
W, boys. Not by yourselves. But luckily for you pheasants, someone in this room has got some jam. Ready to meet your new teammate? Come on!
All right, this one's not.
Look at this tour de force. This pièce de resistance. This master pièce. Huh? Look at that hustle.
So this dude's
Look
in
at
the
that
shower.
jam.
He's doing push-ups with his
Multitasking,
feet up on the
pheasants.
wall. It's basically a
Maxing
handstand.
every single
Yeah.
second.
That's important.
That's how you get the
Don't
W,
leave that out,
boy.
Sean.
Well, fuck, boys, I was already down here ripping ass wash. I figured I'd rip some reps. The fuck are you looking at, tit fucker?
Naked
Get your
inverted
balls a cup.
push-ups.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Riley. Fight me. See what happens.
Yeah, what's gonna happen, Shorzy?
3 things. I hit you, you hit the pavement, ambulance hit 60.
It's the worst chirp I've ever heard in my entire life, Shorzy. That's my slow-learning Mennonite uncle's favorite chirp.
Yeah, it's your mom's favorite chirp too, buddy. Ask her. See what happens.
Yeah? What's gonna happen, Shorzy?
3 things. I hit you, you hit the pavement, I fuck your mom again.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Jonesy. Your mom just liked my Instagram post from 2 years ago in Puerto Vallarta. Tell her I'll put my swim trunks on for her anytime she likes.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Riley. Your mom keeps trying to slip a finger in my bum, but I keep telling her I only let Jonesy's mom do that, you fucking loser.
My mom would never put my finger in your bum. Mom's a fucking saint.
Fuck your entire fucking life, you piece of shit.
Paul's lost interest.
Yeah, well, it was easy to do.
Complete and total. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to watch the show to understand, I guess, some of the humor. But like to Sean's point, watching this out of the cold, just like whatever. It's stupid.
I was looking at it like, oh, that's kind of stupid. Just face value like that. But
It
when
grows
you,
on you like beer.
yeah, well, but there's a lot more to it, and they the way these guys talk, it's like the way they go back and forth, the banter, it's calculated. It's just like it's like what I call it Shakespearean.
Yeah.
They use a lot of the only thing I can think of is like, help me out, Jeff, with the way they talk. They're Shakespearean is the only thing I can say because they use like the letter N for like 15 different words in a row, and then they use the letter M and then O and then P, and so forth. It's just whatever. It's just, anyways. This Dudes Like Us podcast is really.
Yeah, where's the music when you need it?
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Producer.
God.
Jesus.
Paul's like, I'm never going to watch Letterkenny now.
Probably not.
You don't know
I
what you're
did find
missing.
that one skit where they were throwing the ball around.
Yes.
That was funny.
That's what more of the show is
Yeah,
like than
that one
Yeah,
wasn't.
that guy is super annoying to me.
That's not much in the show.
Was it Shorzy? He's
Shorzy's
like 1% of the show. I don't even know how they found all those clips. It was like 1% of the show, if that.
Yeah.
The big thing is that it's the brother and his sister, who's the hot chick in the stands.
The Rocket. She's
yeah,
the
Rocket. And then the 2 buddies, the fat comedian, and then the offsetting guy. They're funny. It's funny as shit, man.
And I forgot what is it on again? I don't have Hulu, so
it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. All right.
Letterkenny. You can probably find all their episodes on YouTube.
All right. There you have it.
Okay, well, congratulations, Chuck, Mr. President of our HOA.
Yeah.
Another year rocking and rolling.
Bring it up.
Congratulations on keeping the right type of people out of office.
Keep those California liberals out.
God bless. It's a Wednesday night, and I'm a little spirited. Paul's not.
I'm not.
That's
at
probably
all.
why you're not having any fun.
Well, I am. I just didn't think Letterkenny was fun.
You need to watch it. You need to sit
Yeah.
down and watch a season of it. Then you
Okay.
understand.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, this Dudes Like Us. It's Wednesday night. It's April 13th. I'm Sean.
I am Paul.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Chuck.
Chuckster. Good night, guys.
Good night.